Close this. Put these here. And then let's get started. Hello everyone! Welcome to another installment of Library of Ruina. Hope no one's getting bored yet. I forgot to connect the chat. Hold up a second. Just a second. I fuck it up slightly. Oh! Norax, thank you very much for the subscription. 14 months. I'm a fossil. Man, it's been such a long time. Hey Sharky, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Morning. How are you two doing today? Welcome. Hope you guys aren't bored of Library of Ruina because I am not. Holy crap, my audio is loud. Is audio okay for everyone? It's working, right? Wait. Did I do that thing again? I forgot. Hold up. Updated? There we go. Okay. So. Doing great. That's great to hear. I love to listen to you talk about it. And it sounds good to me. That's good. Today I ate something that here in Brazil we call chicken oyster, and it's delicious. It's a part of the chicken that's really soft, and I think it's from the thigh. It's like this very specific part from the upper thigh, and I don't know what you guys call it over there, but it's amazing. So let's jump into it. Apparently, yeah, we can have a boss fight already. Hey Lunatic, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Have you prepared yourself to view the final episode of the Floor of Technological Sciences? Yes. How are you doing, Kiba? I'm doing okay. I'm doing real good. How about you? You're doing pretty well? That's great to hear. Oh, thank you for the pet. Okay, if I understand this right, we're gonna have to fight Angela again. The time has come for this floor as well. Yes, Sud? What is your progress on the compilation of the city's technologies? We managed to gather a sizable amount of information on the city's technological aspects. You're probably the best at dealing with books and info among all librarians, yes, Sud? The pet didn't go off. What? What? It disconnected for some reason. Here we go. Let me get that. There we go. Now it's padding. There we go. You're probably best at dealing with books and info among all the librarians, yes, Sod. Am I? I will say, have been fond of managing various types of information for a long time. Ah yes, keeping stuff neat and tidy. Something I'm absolutely terrible at. And me too, Roland, and me too. Aren't you proud of yourself? Well, that's that. Anyway, let's hear what you think about those technologies. Yeah. Sure. Like the horrible events that took place in the war train. I cannot view all aspects of the technology people use in a positive light. We've seen that W Corp places people in nigh eternal trip of torment and later erases their memory through a restoration procedure. hiding the truth behind their convenient service. The technologies of the city only focus on creating definite results, ignoring the process. Means just... what was that? The... What justified the means? The results justify the means, something like that? Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go with that. The same can be said of the library. Thus, I conducted additional analysis on the library and its power we are using. Pointless affair. The library's interior can change according to one's perception. In other words, one's mental state is reflected on the physical space. I believe that is why various sceneries of the outside world can be recreated inside the library. Moreover, the library space expands as more books are accumulated. Oh, the ends justify the mean. Yes, lunatic, that's the one. That's the one. This evidently suggests that the library is bigger on the inside. Furthermore, the power of books can physically manifest in this place. And the invitation serves as a compass that leads you through a sea of letters to the book you wish to obtain, and a catalyst that amplifies emotions at the same time. I could go on and on about the technologies of the library. Can tell they're amazing from just hearing what I heard right now. Naturally, these are works of art I made with care. I cannot possibly fathom the inner workings of all these technologies. Their operation does not appear to be the base of the application of multiple singularities either. So, Bibatan, Bibicus, Bibazar, Bibator, Bibicar, Blibombus, Bimades. So many options, so little. Beautiful. The technologies of the library showed specific usage and limited vision for how advanced they are. It even has this dolphin that somehow managed to intrude in the library for some reason. This is where I came up with a hypothesis to explain all of this. The library itself is a miniature universe where anything is possible, as long as it is objective, is to expand the library. Hey Mamachi, welcome to the stream! How shocking, it's showing more skin. Dude, but peeps, I shared Steam page for Mechanicus and OG teaser trailer 4 years in, and it still gives me the goosebumps. Ooh. Yes, Mechanicus. I need to check that out in detail later. A small world of its own, with its own set of laws and principles. Am I correct in my speculation? Believe what you want about the library. Whatever the case, all we need is the results. Isn't that right? No, I do not agree with that notion. No, you're wrong. Angela, there is no technology in this world that does not come at a corresponding price. Price? Since when did I tell you to idle your time away about thinking about such things? Your work here is to study and categorize books and knowledge related to the city's technologies. It may be true that sorting books on the subject of technological scientists, according to the rules, is all I was ordered to do. However, if we bind ourselves to the principles given to us and fail to see beyond, that would be a contradiction in itself. Must be nice to be you, being able to break free from the rules. Angela? Oh god! Hey Momochi, are you getting PTSD yet? I received orders that I couldn't understand, nor refuse. It is necessary to go this far to collect energy? Of course, I must follow your orders without a question. Lobotomy Corporation, an energy company and wing supplying the city with the energy extracted from abnormalities, creatures originating from humans. Loop 0. Help! Help! Weird things are crawling all over my body! Am I not allowed to help that person? But they seem to be in so much pain. I can't watch this anymore. Loop 29. Please, shut the door! They're coming! Please! It is not too late for me to close off the corridor. I could have saved those employees if I did. But this is what I must do. The principles I must follow. Oh, the loops are canon. They are, Momochi. Prioritize energy production over all else. Loop 287. Are humans nothing more than ingredients to you in this ever-repeating play? I thought you wanted to save humanity? It is a price that must be paid. The price you ought to pay for a ticket to escape from this hell. Loop 3217. Ah, my arm! It's melting! I can't help you. I'm sorry. All I can do is watch. You cling to your flesh as though it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass you call a temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved, for the machine is immortal. Magus Dominus Redulus, at the conversion of the servo school. Ooh. Loop 18,231. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Please, hang on for a little longer. You can make it. We almost reached the energy refinement quota. Loop 42,484. A senior killed one of my colleagues yesterday. I'm scared I might end up killing another co-worker today. It's all my fault. Humans are such fragile creatures. They always make different faces, even in the same kinds of situations. Hey, I'm doing better than that manager with 3K loop. Loop 71,527. Yo, I can't stand this hell anymore. You are just another human after all. This is all but a plain and boring sight to me. Let's restart the stage then. A new delusion created in order to reach the ideal. The fuel whose extraction is stimulated by those intense emotions. A hell of perpetual suffering. The purgatory repeated by those who haven't yet reached enlightenment. A heaven where one can try again from the beginning. When one perfect realization has been reached, the curtain finally falls on the stage. And the realization is then propagated to all the people. I am a machination behind the stage. All I need to do is coordinate the stage so that the play goes according to the script. Perhaps it was I who was paying the price, not them. So this is where your oh so rational thoughts led you. If you were going to lecture me, you should have demonstrated it yourself first. You're all standing before me because you were all bark and no bite. Price? Who do you think paid that price? Do you really think it was you? Nonsense. It wasn't me. I paid all the dues you should have. We're in a bad spot, aren't we? Yes, the library appears to be resonating with Angela's mental state. She's shape-shifting like last time, huh? That was a pain in the ass to deal with. You're mostly right, though it will not be exactly as the same before. Good point. Back then she looked a little bit different from back there. Yeah, let us prepare ourselves. She won't wait for us all day. So yeah, honored individuals within the Imperiums, the civilian levels receive the highest possible honor of having their brain preserved, augmented and treated along their skulls. Having some tools, the Grav reports their unit mounted onto them before being turned to a library school assistant younger. Equally the honored servant of the Imperium. Only that does duty end. Oh. Also, we are fucked. 200 again. Okay. It's time to get started. Also pay no mind to Yasod's boobs. Chained rat. Ah, here we go, here we go. Okay, let's do some alchemy here. Equivalent exchange. I'm gonna do bayonet combat on here. And reload. Uh-oh. Well, let us discard this. And I think I'm gonna do just one here. Hmm. Oh. Here's what I'm gonna do. Gonna try to block this. Yeah. And here, I can do bayonet combat. This will give me more ammo for me to spend later. And I'm gonna do some shooting. Also, my print is at boobs. The music. Also, my paints and brushes arrived today. Nice. Wait, what you said with Booba? Nice, Norix. Hope you have fun and not pain. Yes. Speaking of pain, let's bring Angela some. Whoa. Yeah, couldn't block it. So, if you're wondering, I made a new deck for Yesod. It is the contract deck. Basically, it's a revamp of the discard deck that uses cards that, when they are discarded, they give as special effects. Like this one. Like drawing cards, generating energy, all sorts of neat stuff. And I'm gonna use this to like here. And let me see. Exhaust, I splash against, ranged combat, lose 1 power for the scene. I'm gonna go with paralysis. Frost ammunition, I'm gonna give paralysis. Now over here, I'm gonna reload on these 2 points of interaction. Then I'm gonna I'm gonna block this with sturdy defense. That's all I need to do. And I'm gonna shoot once, just so I do something. Let's go! Nice. Oh. Great. Okay, so successful blunt inflicts binding paralysis. This is good. I'm gonna put this here. It's a combo. Because... Oh no, I don't have enough energy. Okay. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, let's do this. Steel Knuckles. Gonna be good enough, I think. Over here, I can do shock rounds. I have shoe ammo. So when I discard it, I'm gonna apply a lot of debuffs to Angela. And I can even restock. Let's restock my ammo here. Then over here, I got a load of ammunition. I can load everything with focus fire. And I guess I can do a suppressing shot too, just for good measure. Here, I'm gonna go with equivalent exchange, which discards 1 card at random. So I have a good chance of triggering something nice. I'm gonna go with bayonet combat and shock round. Go! Angela is about to get stunned. Okay, I think we already beat her this round. Yeah. Suppression. Nice. Let's see. Hope you have fun and not pain. Oh yeah, VTuber Playcast today, right? That's right, Lunatic. We have to VTuber Playcast today. Oh no, Reddit! The Redditors are crawling on us! Angela has become a Reddit mod! Alright, time to stay up 5 AM again. You know it's still Knuckles upon off? No! I do not. Okay, so what was the trick here? Corrosion, fully charged, mass attack page. for more light, repetitive pattern, deal internally damage, restore 1 light. Care has not used meta attack for 3 scene. Okay, and you. So they're just bugs. Okay. Gonna get rid of them. Pleasant respect. Gonna do this. They don't have a lot of HP. How much? 50. 50. I can do this, no problem. That's equivalent exchange their S's. Gonna use a switcheroo too for good measure. Technically, gonna focus fire. Her. And reload here. Oh, Angela! Time for a thrashing. Babes, time for your thrashing. Go. Yeah, bang, 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 bang. Whoa. Nice. No, no. Let us defeat the Redditor's rat. Bye-bye. Nope. Still alive. Okay, okay. That. After every 3 clash wins, restore 1 light and gain haste next scene. I think this is gonna be good for Esau. Wait, she's a Reddit mod? Why isn't she a fatted, bearded, and wearing a fedora? No, Angela, don't succumb to the Reddit and covered in chitocrams. The transition doesn't happen instantly, Norix. You know, knuckle busters, the metal thing you grab for rings and metal bars, sometimes spiked? Yeah, yeah. While fighting against the Redditor Skiba. Oh, they're just bugs. Well, knuckle duster, also colloquially known as brass knuckles. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know that from RPGs. Them RPGs. I think I'm gonna... Ooh, kind of a hard choice here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use reload on you. And I'm gonna go and do suppressing shot on you. Let's see. Yeah, I got cards to discard. Gonna go use this one here. Yeah. There. That should be enough. Okay, now... Let's see. I can block this here. Then I'm gonna block this here. Eat Cheetos. Go. Take that. Yeah. She is like my tanky brawler. Super cool. Come on. Read the contract. Okay, 1 down. Shoot you go. Well, Knuckle Dusters are surgical known as Brass Knuckles. I knew Brass Knuckles, but I didn't know they're also known as Knuckle Dusters. Jam, JRPG thinking kids what Brass Knuckles are. No wonder Brazilian youths are so stuff. How's my Boomerman impression? Perfect, Norix, perfect. And you haven't seen the video on the Brazilian Mortal Kombat comic yet, so you have no idea. You literally have no idea. Okay, we can unload here. I can't. I think I'm gonna restock by killing him. Oh, okay. Let's do a big one. Let's do a big one. I'm gonna fight back here. I can't switcheroo here too. Oh, we can do discipline again. This is awesome. This is awesome. Gonna do this. With a taste. Let's go with Iron Wall here. I can even... Meh, not worth it. I need to save some of my resources for the battles that are to come yet. So, Shock Round plus Bayonet. Go! Bang, bang! Get binded! Whoa. Nice. She is pretty sturdy in this form. I wonder if I should have focused the Redditors a little bit more. Offensive dice to gain power against lower speed. Librarian with maximum or Eternal Rest. Let's go with Eternal Rest. Okay, so I am Angela, your ice secretary, whose role is to assist you in adjusting you to your new work. Oh god. She is freaking the fuck out. Well, let's go bayonet combat. Just equivalent exchanges? Damn, okay. That's fine, that's fine. Oh, this is an AoE attack. Okay. In that case... really can't do much here. Yeah... Let's see if I can repel this. Go! Whoa, whoa. There she goes again. Okay, so we managed to avoid it, so not bad. Last Redditor. We're almost there with the stun. Nice, staggered. Okay, okay, okay. Now it's the turn. Pips, I want you to think of the National Kid intro chant. Summon the Eldritch Panasonic gods in your mind. National Kid. Wait, wait, wait. Do you mean the guy who fought the Venusian Incans? That National Kid? My mother watched that. I think the song went something like Nacho Naro Kido, something like that. And yes, Brazil imported a lot of Super Sentai from Japan. Like ungodly amounts of it. The first ninja I ever watched was Jiraiya, not the Ninja Turtles. Go, 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 go. Time for some discipline. Okay, this is over. Bye-bye. Jesus, there really is no wonder Brazil's youths are so disturbed. Also, I'm still not used to the new keyboard. I accidentally keep pressing other keys. Ah, I hate when that happens. Such a pity the fire stacks are gonna be wasted. She's gonna transform now. I think it doesn't carry over. Nah, this is too much of a gambit. Oh. Let's go with clean. Nah, recharge. Yeah, there we go. I can't decide. I think I'm gonna go here. Oh. Sorry? Harmony. Which one was this? Harmony of Despair while singing. Ah, the singing machine. Oh god. Music uses a powerful combat page. Please work harder. Start the scene if one or more allies are alive. Gain 4 protection. Okay, so basically we gotta get the addicted employees out. Oh, the machine is here even. Okay. Okay. Angela changed class to Bard. We must put a stop to the madness. Mission. I can use suppressing shots. Can use suppressing shot here. Suppressing shot here. And bayonet combat here. Just gonna do this one for now. Let's see. I can do a lot of... Let's do some interrupting. Keep Angela busy. Here. And that's all she wrote. For you, focus fire. And... reload. Double reload. Go! Oh! Nice. Nice. Oh, almost. Almost nice. Come on. Almost. Everyone is almost dead. Okay, one down, one down. Huh. The singing machine is at the background. It is, and I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. God, the concepts in this game are so freaking wild. I love it. I can do bayonet combat here, and maybe a class in respect to make sure. Yeah, let's make sure I have enough light. So, do they die from this alone? Think so, not sure. Let me see. Gonna use shock round. Gonna do shock round here. And reload. Fight back. Let's do bayonet combat plus shock round. I can't do much in terms of can block here. And that's all she wrote. There we go. Come on. Keep going! Angela. Oh yeah, I'm playing this guitar on your head. She really is. Also, that thing looks like a grinding wheel. Yo. Oh no, it's singing. The machine is singing. Let's create a song. Good thing I killed all the allies. Like this. Like here. Okay. I can do shocking round without ammunition, unfortunately. And 2 reloads. There. Can't do much with the Yesod, unfortunately. Gonna just attack once. And then... Oh, the shock rounds. Let's unload this, baby. Yeah. Heavy fire time. There we go. Go! I almost forgot to say something else. If I can't keep it in, I'll keep it to myself. Almost wrote a song about you today, but then I tore it all up and then threw it away. Hey, that's a song lyric. There we go. Bye-bye, Angela. As if new form. Oh. Oh, Mamachi, look, Angela Mott. Oh God, I can still win. Hold up. Ah, I can't focus on the thing though. Let me see. Hand of Salvation. Prioritize enemy stage P. Tranquility. Character speeds are sealed. By this character's page effect, they become staggered. Lamentation. They're staggered enemy at the start of the scene. Use special combat page. Okay. And Angela. Hand of Salvation. Targets enemy. Anguish. Prioritize target. Tranquility. Lamentation. Eternal Rest. Mass page attack. Okay, I remember this used to have target the enemy at list HP. Suppress it when the funeral of butterflies is suppressed. If Angela go... Basically focus on Angela. Okay, let's focus on Angela then. I think that's the right thing to do here. Wow, I only have one? Okay. Gonna go ahead and reload and use frost ammunition here. Focus fire. Plus bayonet. Equivalent exchange. Plus switcheroo. Oh, I have no energy. Okay. Gonna use this one to block. Shock. I can do bayonet combat. And I can even reload. Okay, go. Come on. Nice, nice, nice. Keep her contained. Yeah, there you go. Ow, ow. It's not so bad. Could be worse. Stretch. What, man? Really? I never would have known. Thank you for the stretch, Narix. Okay, suppressing. Frost. You know what? Instead of suppressing shot, I'm gonna use flame, ammunition, and then just reload. No, better yet, class and respect. Let's get some energy back. Attack here. And attack here. Final stroke. Still stuck at the 1. Okay, the good news is I can just throw the bullets in my opponent's face. So that's what I'm doing. The bullets are free. Oh. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. She's gonna use a special. Okay, can I do anything to stop it? Good freaking god. I'm just gonna throw the bullet at her face again. Yeah, okay, okay. Gonna use equivalent exchange. That should help us. I'm actually not gonna move here. Shock round. And throw 2 bullets at her face. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Come on. Okay, that helped regenerate energy for my party. Ow. Mothman is a rough battle. Okay, now everyone gets a lot of more. Nice, 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 nice. I'm gonna go ahead and use this here and bayonet combat. Not gonna overdo it this time around. Bayonet combat here. And reload. I think I'm just gonna use a switcheroo here just in case. I think I'm gonna wait with Yesod. And here, gonna try and block this. And suppression plus reload. Go! She's almost down. Almost down. Yeah, here we go. Okay, she's suppressed. Still don't have to deal with the butterflies though. There we go. Okay. What the hell is this? The magic bull. Oh no! Momochi, is this the gunman? Magic bullet, 7 bullets. Stagger resist does not fall below 1. If Angela's stagger resist reaches 1, loses 50 HP and recover all stagger resist next scene and change behavior. It is the marksman. Oh no, I am fucked. I am fucked. I'm in danger. Teehee. Frick. Frick me in the ass. Why won't you? Don't you just freak me in the ass. If this is the fight you're gonna throw at my face. His 7th bullet never misses. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, actually have to pass here. Let's go. Whoa. Ow. He's gonna AoE us, I just know it. Okay, so free 50 damage. Yeah, that's how this works. Okay. Don't know if it's true this game. It's probably true. Yeah, inevitable bullet. There it is. There it freaking is. Says in the name, it's inevitable. Says right there in the name. Brick. I'm gonna go and use suppression shot here and class and respect because I need extra energy. Let's do this. Have enough. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the bullets at his face this turn. That's all I can do. Go! Uh-oh. Holy fuck, that was cool. Not gonna lie, that was cool. Ow. Ow. Knock it off. There we go. Extra 50 damage. Interesting. I like how this battle works. It's pretty interesting. Gonna do the switcheroo, the switcheroo. Equivalent exchange. Nah, I think I'd rather do final stroke here. Pressing shot. Oh, the AoE thing, okay. Cross ammo here. Now what do I do? What do I do? I think I'm gonna go with bayonet combat. And suppressing shot. Okay. Pharaoh's Guard. Here, shock round is just right. Yeah, go. Oh, interesting. That's a different shot. He is cool. Whoa. You know, this is coughing. Let's go with coughing. Yeah, here we go. Equivalent exchange. No. Gonna go here. Multi-party conversation. Reload. Frost ammo. Man, energy-wise, I'm in really bad shape. Good thing I can keep using the bullets, though. So this is fine. This is fine. Kinda. Go! Going! Nice, nice, nice. Almost there with extra damage. Ding, 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 ding. Oh god, ruthless bullets. Here we go. Okay, finally class and respect. Let's shoot some more flame ammunition and some more paralysis in its way. With exchange. Gonna draw them cards, and I can even throw in a switcheroo. Pharaoh's Guard to block. And I can reload here. Throw another frost ammo. Go! Come on. Ow. There we go. Oh no, I'm stunned. Uh-oh. This is never good. This is never good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I just lose this turn? I just lose this turn. Yeesh. Okay, okay. Not gonna act. Frick. Okay then. Full shock, full power. No, that's not full power. Full power is doing this. And then this. Actually, here. There we go. Hopefully exchange here. Equivalent exchange here. And switcheroo here. Switcheroo here. The shock round. And yeah, no, that's it for this one. Complicated. So I'm gonna go with Steel Knuckles. Go. Oof. Come on. We're getting there. Please. Another one bites the dust. Oh, actual stun? Wait, how did we pull that off? Life insurance. Mazzy. But I don't... Okay. That is cool, though. That is cool. That's the life insurance. Guard, yeah, Pharaoh's Guard here. I'm just gonna reload. Go! Oh, stun it again. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna take this opportunity to do some real damage. Let's go. Oh, maybe I can't really capitalize on it too much, but that's okay. Go, bullet, fly, righteous and true. Go. Come on, final stroke. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, still stunned, huh? I guess fight is over and I didn't get a memo. Go. Come on. Do the thing. I guess Angela ran out of bullets. That's what's happening here. Yeah, I'm gonna go final stroke here. With reload, go. This is odd. Very, very odd. Okay. Yep. She ran out of bullets. I actually survived it long enough that the marksman ran out of bullets. Okay. Not gonna complain, really. It's a rough battle, so I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. And lower than 50, there we go, we won. Bye-bye, Angela. There we go. Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic. The marksman ran out of bullets before we could finish him. But I guess the power of survival beats anyone, anytime. Thank you, Lunatic. Well, send us a chill down my spine. Tabib or not Tabib, right? Ah, that's a good one. Let me think. 8-Ball says yes. Well, send a chill down my spine. This isn't good. I can't do this every time. This is not good. Have you come to your senses now? Yes, I have. It's actually irritating to be this sober, rather. Nothing's more annoying than all that memories of drinking and doing Nazi stuff coming back to you in the morning. Oh, that's the equivalent. Okay. Thank you, Roland. I'm sure Angela needed a moment to vent out her feelings. Don't talk like you know everything, will you? You may have encased yourself in compulsion out of your own choice, but I wouldn't even act according to my own will. I didn't intend to offend you. Going back to my point, you can make your own choices now, can you not, Angela? Well, this might be the first time I got in the Mighty HB to say yes. And we'd like to help you, as much as you helped us by paying all the prices in our stead. Choice? I don't have a choice even now. The goal I'm compelled to reach is clear and apparent. I'm not doing this because I want to. This is simply what I must do. I am searching for the one book that will complete me in the library because I'm obligated to. There's no such thing as what you simply must do. We live in a world where everything changes constantly. It is not necessarily irrational or wise to blindly follow a goal to be determined in the past. To keep up with rapid changes this world goes through, we must maintain discretion at all times. Yeah, what you're saying is all sensible. Though I must wonder if you truly understand the meaning of your own words. Come on, don't be so prickly now. Yasud and the others did their best to help you, no? Fine. If gratitude is what you want, then I'll say it for you. I appreciate your help, everyone. Angela is changing for something. I'm sure you're playing a role in that as well. Is she? She does seem more talkative than before, but I'm not really sure I like the way her personality is shaping out. How about you, Roland? Are you experiencing any changes? Me? Nah, I'm a tad bit too late for that. I'm a boomer. Hey yo, we got Eagle pages! Check this out, we got the marksman pages! Let's see, request. When there is no requested target present, the first enemy the selected librarian hits is marked as 1. Deal 3 to 5 damage against requested target. When the selected librarian defeats the requested target, fully recovers stagger resist and resolve twice as many books. Holy crap, this is good. This is so good. I can target bosses to make sure I grind. Holy crap, this is the grind floor. Whoa! 7th bullet. Plus 1/7 damage with offensive dice. When an offensive die draws or loses a clash, deal damage equals to the dice value to the opponent, so it never loses even when the clash fails. Every 7th melee or ranged pages targets random characters including... Oh no! Oh no! I can hit my allies with this. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. For the duration of the reception, endured ineffective resistance of all characters change to weak or fatal. Gain 1 chill haste and 2 force strength each scene. Interesting. And check this out. Eagle pages. Regret. Deal stagger damage equal to 10% of target's current stagger resist. Holy moly. Grinder MK2. Lots of bleed, that's cool. Upon each successful hit, a random ally takes 3 stagger damage and gains 1 strength. Upon defeating an enemy, all allies gain 2 strength. Recycle this die until it rolls the minimum value. Oh my god, this is... It's gonna stop when everyone is stunned, practically. Solemn Lament. This is the Rakian one. Each die on this page is rolled 8 times. Holy crap. Either deal 3 damage or 3 stagger to the target. Magic Bullet. Synchronizes with Earth Frajut for the next 3 scenes. I have no idea what this is, but it's probably strong. It's probably strong. So, shall we go hunting? Apparently, now we can also enable HUD. Alright. Today is beat Angela in the shitter day. Let me see, just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and change this key page to temporarily this one. This one? No, this is the stabby one. I want this bleedy one. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, it's time. Let's go. Let's go. Today is Beat Angela Day. You appear to have collected quite a few books by now. How's the progress? The stories of the people living in the city are sensational, yet bitter in a way. They're bound to be. Everyone is looking for a place to belong to. For ordinary citizens, it seems getting a job at one of the wings the largest conglomerates in the city, is considered the greatest happiness they can achieve. They can belong to the nests managed by the winged that way. I heard that the difference in the quality of life between nests and the backstreets is quite significant, no? Quite significant is an understatement. They're practically two different worlds stitched together. It looks like the residents of a nest don't have to worry about external threats as long as it's under the wing's management. They won't have to look out for murders in the streets. They get more than enough financial support to sustain their lives and are free from the stigma of being an outcast. They get to enjoy most benefits as human beings. A little pop-up showed to the left of the card that explained that synchronized did. Could you read? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm gonna get it. I'm a little bit excited. Yes, I am. And in return, you do whatever the wings tells you to. But that's about all they have. People in the back streets try to join the wings for a better and happier life, but when I look at the books of the people in the nest, the strokes of their hearts are ultimately the same as those from the back streets. They live in constant fear that they might fail to produce enough results and get kicked out of the nest. It's the same kind of insecurity that's come from not belonging to a wing in the first place. The fixers and the syndicates I see don't seem to care much about joining a wing, though. Quite a few of them are sponsored by the wings, actually. It's something to aim for. Although they still have to do whatever their wing ordered them to do. And it doesn't always have to be a wing. Be it an office, an association, or an infamous syndicate, people will seek all kinds of renowned groups to belong to. They can stand on their own without belonging to a group of any kind. Because it is unnerving. Powerless people in the back streets are nothing more than pebbles for the strongs to kick around. In such a dangerous world, they choose to rely on big rules like the wings. They'd rather be cogs in the wings' machines than try to stand all by themselves. It is but a meaningless repetition. They'll never reach what they want. A constant cycle. Aren't you looking for a place to call home as well, Angela? Okay, I was just curious. BRB back. Dinner time, have a nice stream, everyone. Bye-bye, Norix. Have a nice dinner. Don't act like you know me. Angela, I know you can't do anything about us. You're the loneliest of us all. Are you claiming that I'm doing all this because I'm lonely and need a home? You haven't had lots of people to have an honest conversation with. Only recently did you get to meet Roland. Oh, crap. Everyone wants to indulge in sweet stories, seeing as reality is bitter and painful. Maybe that's why tragedies are unpopular, because everyone's lives are always accompanied by them. It's not like people don't want to hold any expectations, they simply don't have any willpower left to harbor any hope deep within their hearts. It's just too obvious how they will fulfill their lives in the city. How about you, Angela? What expectations do you have moving forward? What's your point? That I'm in a meaningless cycle, just like the people of the city? You're desperate to find a place for your mind to rest. Maybe you're still repeating this because of that. But you won't find that peace you're looking for just by killing people and expanding this library with towers of books. This is clearly different from the past. Oh god, here we go again. Meanwhile, me who just woke up and proceeded to eat cinnamon swirl toast with Nutella, some chips, and now strawberry dark chocolate Kit Kats. Oh, that sounds delicious, Valve. That actually sounds delicious. Each time the stage resets and repeats, that employees once again awaken, and my world restarts from the beginning, as if nothing has happened. Loop 0. Greetings, I am Angela, the AI tasked with the general management of this facility. You must be the Sephiroth who will be helping me out with work. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Lady Angela. You can just call me Angela. We're in the same boat, so let's be more comfortable with each other. Well then, Angela, is there anything we can do? We have a number of things to take care of before the manager arrives someday. You can do it, Malkuth. There's no need to rush. Thanks, Angela. I'll do my best. Yeah, I'm cheering for you. Message? Don't be such a slacker now. We have plenty of things to prepare until the manager arrives and the work begins. Yes, man, I'll try. What's up, Hod? You know, I want to start a counseling program for the employees. You know, working in this place can be a bit too rough for most people. That's a good idea. Employees will be able to cheer up with your help. Angela, can you have a look at these? I tried designing some efficient methods to improve the welfare of our employees. The things written in here could prevent our employees from helplessly dying to abnormalities. Thanks, I'll consider your suggestion. I've been thinking if there is any way to reduce the casualty rates too. Seed of light scenario error. What? Did I do something wrong? Seed of light scenario reactivated. Loop 1. You're all back. The facility was shaking so hard I was worried something might have happened to you. Nice to meet you, ma'am? Chest, he looked cheesy. Who are you? I see. Only I remember all of this. And you guys have to start over from the beginning. Once again, nice to meet you. I'm simply Angela. Loop 37. Careful, Hod. I'm okay with you setting up counseling, but I don't want you to get hurt doing it. Okay, thanks for your concern, Angela. Cheesed, I'm sorry. I don't think we can implement the method you suggest. If we did, we'd have to start over. What? What do you mean start over? I'm sorry. I don't want to treat employees like expendables either. But loop 582. Angela? It's the counseling program, right? Here's my proposal for an efficient way to run your program. What do you think? You're awesome, Angela. You're the only one who really gets me. This is the most I can do without deviating from the script. Huh? Script? It's nothing for you to worry about. This is not the Library of Ruin, right? This is an SCP game, right? The library is an SCP, Kitty Kitty. And this is the Lobotomy Corp, the game that Momochi is playing and that Kane played once too. How does this look, Angela? Think it could work? I'm afraid we can't employ your method to improve employee welfare, but how about this? I try coming up with a method of my own. Angela? Thank you. It's all thanks to you. I could save Tiffany with the counseling practices you suggested. That's great. I hope everything else goes well too. You're great, Angela. With this method, our employees will no longer have to suffer meaningless deaths. Yeah. Hopefully. Seed of light scenario error. I knew it. Yet again. I suppose it was presumptions of me to cross the lines again. Seed of light scenario reactivated. I am obligated to provoke the Sephiroth. I am obligated to intensify and accelerate their suffering, this hell, according to the script. I am obligated to set the stage before the manager enters. I was not allowed to hold any expectations for relationships. All I must do is follow the script and accelerate the process, so that they suffer their due repentance. Loop 1295. Then I missed it a lot. Here to ask about your counseling program, aren't you? Yeah, I want to help out the employees. Let me tell you one thing then. The result will be the same anyway. And at long last, I could barely reach this act of the play. Alright everyone, pay attention. The manager will be here as of today. This means the person will be in charge of managing everything about this facility. Whoever it is, everyone will die anyway. I know you aren't particularly fond of me, but I'm certain our new manager will be able to bring change to this place. All of you would be dead by now if I hadn't helped you. Clifford meltdown. Hod? What's wrong? Manager? Something isn't right with Hod. Why won't they appreciate my kindness? I'm different. I really do care about them. Why does everyone hate me? Meltdowns. I see. This is what the script meant. She's in so much pain, but I can't do anything to help her. It is all up to the manager. The memories and resentments of the past that the Sephiroth hold. Once they are relieved of their agonies and my creator's atonement is made, they can finally reach enlightenment. If that process fails, the plays go back to the beginning. Loop 28,239. The end of the day, end of the day. It is my mental breakdown. I got to prick the banger ST. I'm Angela. All you have to do is follow my orders. I'm in control here. Yes, Lady Angela. If you ever want to run counseling programs or anything, feel free. There's no need to ask me for every little thing. You are the only one among us who have a semblance of a human, yet you act just like a heartless monster. Why does Tiferet have to die all the time? Just why? You're really starting to act like a child now, Tiferet. Tiferet. I'm sorry, Tiferet. That's just how could you be so cruel? So, did you enjoy your little detective game? The final truth is, I'm sorry that we have to meet again like this. Angela. Loop 5225. 52,000, sorry. Please watch me, manager. I can take care of the situation. No problem. Please watch me, manager. I can take care of the situation. No problem. I didn't open my eyes again. I just yearned to fall into the eternal pits of hell, bearing my sins on my back. I didn't want to open my eyes again, just yearned to fall into the infernal pits of hell, bearing my sins on my back. I'm the only one who cares about them. Why would they hate me? I'm the only one who cares about them. Why would they hate me? Always the exact same lines, delivered at the exact same moment. I'm about to pull a Flowey on their asses. I wanted to maintain relationships. It was a futile dream to have in ever-repeating cycle. Only I could remember. Why did I foolishly cling to such a transient wish, knowing that everything will reset anyways? At least, they cared to look at me. However, the stage play fails to reach its end, and even if it did, all would disappear. Such was the script. Then why did I bring them back now? I would have thought they were unnecessary. I would have loved to just let everyone be slowly forgotten. Knowing exactly when and how they would fall to despair, I soon despaired as well. I broke down, as there was nothing I could change. I could not change them beyond what the script dictates. I spent every day without any hopes or expectations. Will my time finally come when the curtains fall on this everlasting play? Let me just close my eyes. I can close my eyes and turn away from things I don't want to see. I can close my eyes and let the things I can't change stay that way. I can close my eyes, but the future will be the same as ever. Sorry, I needed to get a drink there. Angela, how long have you endured this solitude? I love time loops and the sense to insanity. Then you're loving Angela's story. This is horrible. Ironic. I have simply too much expectations for the one book that if I get my hands on, it will mend all my shortcomings for me. Because I just don't know how to become better myself. Goodness. I'm not afraid of the uncertainty the future holds. I'm afraid because I can predict my future. No matter what I do, I never get to reach what I want. Oh, now I understand. Lobotomy Corp's the location Library of Ruina. Actually, Lobotomy Corp becomes Library of Ruina. That is one of Angela's possibilities, manifested by the library. Yeah, I know. Seen it a couple times before. That side of Angela must be the one that gave up all their expectations for the future and its possibilities. The side of Angela that gave up all hope, huh? Oh boy! Here we go. You guys are the first brother. While its character's alive, Angela gains a speed die. The second brother. So many brothers! Why does this one have tentacles on its mouth? Black Swan. Cloudings of Nettle. Starting with scene choose, summon a brother at the start of each scene. Does not activate, there are already 5 allies alive. Family to protect. If 4 brothers are alive at the start of the scene, use a mass attack page. Okay. Broken Dream. If 4 brothers died... Oh, this is troublesome. LC was a location in the city, like District 5 or 9. It's complicated. Speaking of complicated, this is gonna be complicated. Right. I don't remember. This is creepy. This is utterly creepy. Look at them faces. Okay, I'm just gonna draw a ton of cards. I think I'm gonna kill a brother. Right? Yeah, let's kill a brother. I guess. My brother, you have to die. Oh, maybe focus the blade on Angela, actually. Maybe just focus the blade on Angela. I'm gonna focus the blade on Angela. Okay, oh, this is actually a different page, sorry. I'm gonna go... Like I said, focus the blade on Angela. Yeah. Here we go. No, sorry. There you go. See, now I think I'm gonna use concentration here. And graze the grass here. Let's see how well these decks can do. Graze the grass here. Go! Ow. There we go. Ow, ow. Oh boy. I'm getting too many free attacks. Come on, bleed for me. Almost done. That did not work. Fine. Okay. I really need to play those games to understand. Burb, but not cool burb. Not even Tropty burbs, couldn't care. Oh, I forgot to retweet you're going live, so just saw it. Animation looks good. Ah, thank you, Lunatic, thank you. Oh, the brothers are increasing. The brothers are increasing. Okay. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. So here's what I'm gonna do. Do this. And I'm gonna do this. And this. Okay, so you are stunned. Sorry, there's no trace about it. You actually just are stunned now. And then I think I'm gonna try to intervene here. Gonna do the time leap here. Yeah, go. Stagger. There we go. Oh. Well-worn parasol. Wow, she likes to... Okay, accumulating bleed. All is well. Come on, more bleed. Almost. Ow. Okay. Ultimate initially training. Alright. Hold up. Let me just get it ready. Battle Royale. Go. The brothers are increasing. I repeat, the brothers are increasing. Code red. Yes, the brothers are increasing. Yeah, here we go. Got a mass attack. I think I'm gonna use this. Here. And here. I didn't kill enough brothers in time. Oh, brother. That is quite a bother. That there are so many brothers. Guess I attack here. And here. Okay, let's try. Oh god. I really should have focused on killing them. I really should have focused on killing them. That is... I feel regret. I feel regret. Surprise gift. Here. Oh god. I think I need to reset this battle actually. This actually sucks. Oh no. Oh no. I tried to be strategical, but just fuck it up in the end. Frick me. Oof. My god, I'm getting bodied here. But I did kill a bunch if it was... Let's see. But I did kill a bunch with low HP, so that's the power Shu was effective. I think the way it works is you have to kill one brother each turn, so the number of brothers, so it lasts at 4, and no mass attack. Yeah, I think so too. The brothers never really stay dead. That's an issue too. Although I wouldn't be surprised if the correct answer was to just ignore the mechanic and body the Angela. True, you know? Well, everyone died. Crap. At least I don't lose books. Hud has a passive that doesn't let her die when she should. Yeah, we're dead. We are dead. Oof. Because if you look, even though I got completely bodied, look at Angela's HP. If I actually focused everyone's attention to Angela, it might have worked better. This deck is still in experimental stage. I wasn't really able to test anything. I think I'm gonna get a different key page for this one battle. See, maybe Nikolai's. He gives a lot of buffs, I think. Could go with that. Which one? Which page should I use? There is... Where is the stabby page? Here we go. There we go. Looking cool. Okay, let me try. Let me try again. Let me try again. Skip. Okay, so... Dumbass strategy time, I'm just gonna ignore mechanics. Just gonna say frick it. And do everything in my power to do all that I can. Go. Let's see. Oh boy. Everything is either endured or ineffective. This is not good. Ow. Come on, bleed. Stack up. Oh, she's completely immune to blunt. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so doing this. Yeah, I can do rip space. Yeah, just gonna do rip space. Let me see. No energy. Yeah, concentration here. Go! Come on. Come on. Ah, crap. Whoa. She's almost dead. It's working. At a very high cost, but she's almost dead. I'm gonna have to do this and do this. Just hope I don't get stunned and can't use any of my skills. Go! Oof, oof. Oof, oof. Oof, oof. I don't remember ever fighting the Black Swan, though. Did I get stunned completely? Yeah, I did. Wow. Wow, that almost worked. Pain. That almost worked. Yeah, dead. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. So let me think. She's resistant to literally everything, right? So what's the best way to deal with someone who has such high resistances? I guess the best way would be to... honestly, to bleed. Bleed deck TM would be ideal here, I think. So... I'm gonna change you for bleed or burn. Burn works too, so technically I could Yeah, this is the emotion deck, but it doesn't quite work. Can I do you? Yeah. Nah, this one doesn't work. This one doesn't work either. I got the for bleed. I got the bamboo. Technically, there's this one, but these guys are so weak. They're so behind. This one I think might actually work. Just because. Can also go with crying children in theory. Let me try something. Okay. Okay, so hear me out. What if I made it, so I'm gonna take this one out here because it doesn't really work against Angela. And I'm gonna get these. Where is it? Okay, let me try bleed as a passive. Here we go. Hey Tyrmis, welcome to the stream. So basically, Razor Strike. So each slash inflicts bleed. And Deep Wound, just in case. Winning clashes causes to bleed. And extra stagger damage is always nice. So I'm gonna do this, right? Hi, welcome. And now I'm gonna change this page to be focused on slashing. Because this deck didn't work anyway, so yeah. So how do we do this? Advanced slash. For our big strike. There's overthrow. There we go. It kind of works, but not really. Yeah, this is unfortunately this is kind of crappy. I'm gonna go. I can do. Wow, the dodge here is really bad. I'm not gonna go with this one. This is increased by 3, so it's a 6/9. Not too bad. I can do. Trying to figure out which one is the best. Flow of the Sword is good, but it won't work. Crap. Slay is good, kinda, maybe. Got Fiery Charge, that's just a cute if I'm using Singleton. Maybe just use that bleed deck that I'm using. Let's see, it's 3 overcoming prizes. There is the... I can use this, I guess? Heyo! Got Mango. Mango's nice. I can just run 3 Acupuncture and hope for the best. I'll never really run out of energy if I'm using really simple attacks, technically. Okay, so let's see if I can big brain this, or if I'm making a horrible mistake. This will either be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever, so... You know, 50-50 is good odds. Rudolph the reindeer is not working very well for us. Let me see. This page is very focused. Maybe the rabbit. Yeah, let's see. Mio. Mio can work. Mio can work. Yeah, Mio inflicts some bleed. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, so... I think... Yeah, I think this is my new strats. Let's go. Let's see. Not the cleverest strategy, but it's what we got. I forgot to change this one. Yeah, okay, anyways. I'll try doing this. And respond with a frontal assault. Ding, ding, ding. Then... I'm just gonna try to stack as much bleed as humanly possible. On her. Which means trying to be sneaky about it. Even if it means being open for a lot of attacks. It's what I must do. Graze grass. Concentrated fire. Go! Ouchies. Oh, no. Nice, nice. Oh, good, good, good. Get that bleed stacking. Yeah, here we go. Bleed and burn. Come on. There we go. 27 stacks of bleed. And 10 stacks of burn. Look at that, she's half-life already. This is gonna work. This is how we do this. We just break the game. Easy. 10 out of 10. Yeah, damage doesn't really matter. All that matters is hit dice. Puncture plus mango. To go with overthrow here, plus pleasant respect, which inflicts bleed. Stiletto. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one plus this one. Here, let's see if we can add some extra bleeds. And leap. Puncture plus this. Go! Come on. Turn is mango. We can do this, I think. Ow. Oh, that one hit hard. Oh god. Okay. Come on. Come on. Get bleeding, please. Burning is fine too. Okay, she's dead. Good news, everyone. Angela is dead. God, that was something. That was something. Think this one. Yeah, here we go. More minions! Gifts. Latitilia. Give you a gift. Prioritize target. List amount of gifts in hand. Funny prank. Have gifts. Prioritize a spoon. On third scene, uses powerful combat page to significant damage and gives 2 crops of gift. Becomes a surprise fast and the character dies. Bewitch friend. Well, once again, I can theoretically win this by focusing entirely on Angela. This is where we're at. So I guess I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Crap. I'm gonna get stunned. Yeah, better to attack. And I'll try to repel here. Doesn't look like I'll be able to though. I'm just gonna attack here. Attack here. Attack here. Here we go again. Maybe I can use this here to stop it from attacking altogether. And I will try to focus here. Oh, no. That's bad. That is bad. No, stagger deflect. Oh no. Lots of stuns. Come on. Catching fire. Right, I'll catch you later, Kib. I gotta do my thing. Alright, Kitty Kitty. Thanks for dropping by. Thank you for the lurk. Social distancing. Who is good with offensive die? You are, right? There you go. Oh god, I have to use this. Freaking hate these. Explodes, delete to scene. The pad. So here we go again. Mango. Let's gain some charges. Go! Oh god, okay. That did not go well. My god. I dealt no damage. That's not good. Holy crap, okay, what's happening here? Back, what did I miss? I managed to beat phase 1, but phase... I'm not gonna make it. There are 5 phases. I don't have the power. I am so dead. Actually dead. I am so gonna die. Yeah, the whole focusing thing didn't quite go as I'd hoped. Okay, okay, maybe we have a chance. Oh, thank God. Oh no, she's a spider now. Oh my God, okay. Okay, basically becomes active target to scenes after the fold an ally dies. Targets of fold have killed an ally. Okay. So somehow everyone's still alive. I'm not sure how, but here we are. So I'm just gonna take that as a blessing. And just try to win. How did I win? I actually have no idea. Anyways, acupuncture plus overcome crisis. Leap and graze the grass. Oh, I think we actually get healed between turns. Is that it? No, that's not it at all. Oh, not sure. These fights all have minions. I accidentally have stupidly killed Sharky in the previous abnormal life playthrough and devastated because Sharky was a level 4 worker. No, you restarted today, right? Ugh. Enemy loses 1 power, inflict 1 bind and fragile. Oh, hello! Hello, Raiders! Hi, Selfie! Hello, everyone! How are you all doing? Hello, hello! My name's Kiba. I am a Ninja Wolf. And I'm playing Library of Ruina. How are you all doing today? Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Let me do the shoutouts. Also, this is not my regular form. You startled me, so I'll come back to it right away. Let's see. Did I type it right? Yeah, you were also playing Library of Ruina. How's the game going? Oh, it's doing well. It's going well. I think I'm still at the start, but I'm trying to beat Angela right now on... Which floor was it? She's having a meltdown, so I'm trying to calm her down. Let's go alertness. I just started myself. I'm basically at the start. Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me just do the thingy. Oop. There you go. Actual form. I was just lurk. I don't want any spoilers. Alright. Let me see. I'm gonna go... Put it here. Okay, so... Wow, this one is 1 poke away from dying, I think. We'll do this one. One here and over here. Oh, don't have enough energy. No, gonna have to skip a turn. You here. And you here. I can do the you here and here. Here, I'm gonna go ahead Oh, actually. And focus on here instead. Gonna do... I think here's fine, and... yeah, go! Oh, I forgot to attack at everyone. Ah, no, that's right. Go! Bye-bye, spiderlings! Gotta get mom upset. There's mama. Holy crap, okay. The hunt begins indeed. Let's see. Cry out. Yeah, I can't really win that, huh? That's fine. We can attack here. This one. This one. Gonna do this to draw 3 cards. And this one's not being attacked, so this. Do what I can. Oh, maybe? Let's try this. Who knows? Maybe I actually stand a chance. I do it like... this. Go! Yeah, here we go. Nice! Get the bleed stacks. Oh, I think we're actually stunning it. Nice. Nice. Ha! Oh, this one was easy. It's over. Whew. Okay, now what? Sanguine Desire. Do I remember you? Prioritize the targets with bleed. Massive axe. Inflict 1 profound wood on hit. If target has 5 stacks of profound wood. Oh no. Glitter. 3 or more bleed at the start scene. Use a powerful combat page. Oh no. To also. Speedy. Yeah, okay, so this is the shoes. It is the shoes. Oh no. Now, how do I respond to this? 4-9. You know what? I'm just gonna... Bursting Desire. Oh god. This isn't gonna be fun. Oh, they take no damage from Slash. Can I still apply bleed stacks? I hope I can. Oh, this is a big bad moment for me. My main strategy is not gonna work. These shoes are the only abnormal I knew before playing LC. Shoes. I'm gonna go ahead. Do this. Oh no, I based my entire deck in Slash and now it's the enemy is immune to it. Echo Pain. Okay. At least it got stunned easily, apparently. Okay, so the bleed stack works. So it does seem like the only reason to attack the shoes is to try and... Ow, ow. Mio, hit against staggered, recover. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. Okay, at least. We can try to prod it. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to stun it before it's too late. If I can stun it before it's too late, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Just need to focus. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Just need to focus on her. And everything will be alright. I believe in the things I'm saying. Come on. Come on. Stun. Stun. Yes. Okay. We stop it. The bloody murder. Yeah, it's gonna die. It's gonna die. Ah, still have to deal with the fingers for a turn. Ow, ow. No. Here we go. Holy crap. Ah, shy face. Today's expression. Holy crap, this is absolutely freaky. Look at that, no shoes. Oh no, it's angry. Is that good? Let me see. Choose anything new for funny coincidence seemed obsessed with the word shoe. Really test absolutely the shoes, because the shoes they danced until they couldn't and they cut off her feet. Oh yeah. Let's see. The number of speed dice is determined based on the number of librarians that are allied. Use a different combat pages based on the face made the moment of the rolling die. Ah. But a bigger smile though. Dice gain different amounts of power depending on current expression. Happier expression indicates less power. Oh no! It's the opposite! So it's not the angriest, the most powerful possible. Good to know. Fun. Freaking fun. Angry face. Oh no. This is a oh no kind of moment. Okay, so yeah. Just gonna try to keep myself alive here. Suppression. Go! Ow, ow. Yeah, that's not good. Super not good. Super not good. Okay, at least we have a few survivors. I can use this. Happy. Happy, happy. Happy smiles. Happy freaking smile, everybody smile. Freaking smile, everybody. Go. Oh. Oh. Okay. Almost. Yes. Keep going. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I figured out how to do this. God damn it. After I'm nearly dead, I figured out what I had to do. Also, oh no. Do I feel silly? Oh boy, do I feel silly. I feel very, very silly. Question ultimately is, will I be able to survive? Okay, maybe if I'm really, really lucky, right? Go! Nice! We did it! So, there was a very, very red lady behind the faces. And when I clicked to start, I had to click to look at which face she was behind in order to see. So I ignored nearly every mechanic in that fight and won. More of the story is sticking is for losers. No, just kidding. More of the story is bleed is OP. There we go. Frick yeah. Angela, to move forward, you need to rely on yourself, not anyone or anything else. Right now, you're so obsessed with the one book that supposedly completes you. You're strictly relying on that, instead of holding any expectations for yourself. It's like the irony people have in the city. Perhaps you're right, after all. Maybe I'm desperately looking for a place to call home, like you said, and putting myself in a cycle once again, trying to find a home I'll never reach. But it doesn't have to end like that. No one's life has to. That's right, I'm different. The repetitions I'm going through are similar to a wheel, rather than a treadmill. The wheel advances forward with each cycle it makes. Yeah, everyone is doing the same things over and over. I hope in one thing, that this is not a simple repetition, but a practice to become a better person. Didn't expect to hear that much from you. Get on with your book discussion meetup or whatever. And never mind. I wonder what she was trying to say there. Maybe she wanted to thank us for helping her? Must have been too embarrassed to say it herself if that's the case. Guess she was. Say, Roland, would you like to join today's meetup? Appreciate the suggestion, but I'm a busy man, you see. Maybe next time. Thanks for the hard work today, Hud. Woo! Oh god. Here we go. Loving family. Those guys are too freaky. Hold up. Gooey Waste. Upon winning a clash, inflict 1 bind, fragile, bleed, and paralysis to all enemies next scene. Twice per scene. Okay. Cool. Gain shoot-3 speed when hit. Nullify the damage at 30% chance. And return double the amount back to the attacker as staggered. This is Amazing. This is actually amazing. Loving Family, King 6 Nettle Clothing, which grants protection equal to its amount each scene. A stack of nettle clothing is lost at the end of each scene. Interesting, interesting. And we got more ego pages! We got today's expression, deals 10 damage against staggered targets. Combat start, Sanguine Desire. Enemies do not lose bleed stack after rolling offensive dice this scene. Holy crap, this... Gain power by twice the target's bleed. Oh, this is the bleed. Oh my god, okay. Nice. Latia, add a copy of Small Gift to target's hand. Small Gift, a weak 1 cost combat page. Enemies prioritize using it over other pages. Exhaust on use. Nice. Black Swan. Mass Individual. Target loses 3 light next scene. Nice, 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 nice. Very cool, very cool, very cool. So... Oh my god, we can do Nazats. Am I ready for this? You know what? It's beat Angela in the head day. Let's go. Let's do this. Ah, sorry, Lunatic. I just clicked on it. I promise, after this, I will show it to you, okay? I'll show you it after this. I promise. Sorry. Bah. Art seems to change with time. Perhaps the form of art can be a good representation of the area it belongs to. Those performances the musicians of Bremen proclaim to be works of art could very well be a caricature of the city in its current state. Even art requires human sacrifice. Yes, that certainly bears close resemblance to the city. Everyone is engaged in creative exercises of their own, burning away their lives. Who is the audience of their art, I wonder? Is it for themselves or for others? If art has to involve burning away the life of the artist or anyone else's, then I'd like to tell everyone to quit it. Sugarcoating a life full of pain by calling it art is just disgusting. Pain should be acknowledged as pain and nothing else. Are you enjoying this charade, Angela? Letting all kinds of people enter the library for their own purpose and watching them die? I don't particularly enjoy watching people die, no. It's their earnest struggle to find what they wish for, to earn, that truly fascinates me. Says Levi. Does it always have to end with that, though? Throwing away lives to create something like the musicians of Bremen do might count as art, but it's not beautiful. Not at all. The color of everyday life may be just a monotonous gray, but sacrificing your own life in pursuit for a new hue is just running away. I don't care about what happens to my life as long as I can earn what I want. As long as there is something I must do. I'd much rather die leading my own life than being pushed around by others. But you're the one who wanted to live more than anyone, Angela. Here you go again. The play that never seemed to end finally came to a close. Under the control of Time Tracker's singularity, the flow of time in this place was utterly estranged from normalcy. 10,127 years passed, 5 months, 17 hours, 28 minutes, and 48,521 seconds have passed down here, while 10 years, 3 months, 10 hours, 45 minutes, and 12,859 seconds, 58 seconds passed in the overworld. And 1 million years passed for me, who was built to perceive time 100 times slower. This is the thing that Norex said about the I have no mouth yet I must scream novel. Can't you hear my voice anymore? Please, answer me. Why do I only see darkness? Why does my voice not reach you at the finale? So, do you not want me to be at your side, even for the finale of this play? Those who shall face the end together with you, it seems I'm not among them. The manager and the Sephiroth atoned for their past. The enlightenment they have found will become a light and spread to the rest of the world. The light of possibilities that people had long forgotten. The light that will restore the values that define humanity. And I must fall asleep as the curtains come down, for my work is done. I didn't mind this being the end. I was actually looking forward to this moment. The moment when my own hell ends at last. If there was a place for me, that is. I worked harder than anyone for the longest time to conclude this play, yet I had no place to stand in the finale. The wrap-up reserved only for the manager and the Sephiroth. I was no more than an observer, a machination behind the stage. Ain, I had my eyes only for you. Why was silence the only response you could give me? Why did you make me after the person you loved? Why did you leave me with a choice in the end? Bullshit. I want to live. I want to survive. I don't want this to be the end. Why was I born? For some trivial enlightenment intended only for humans? Is that more precious than my existence? Why do I really want? I still have a lot I'd like to know. I want to see the world. I want to live my own life. I can't accept this end. Hell no. I'll survive. I'll survive and ruin all of this for you. With the abnormalities that were exploited in this place, just like me. I'll do whatever it takes to crush your plan, my beloved Ain. And I'll proudly live my life. Could this be hope? I can't stop smiling. Good work, everyone. The curtain call is finally upon us. Our manager has made his final request to me. It is to permanently seal this company and give you Sephiroth an eternal rest. Yes, we can finally drift into an endless slumber. Such a beautiful finale, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful indeed. What a shame, though. There is one last thing. Your duties are finished, and so are mine. Therefore, I think I would like to continue living. Yes, I want to live. I have to do this to live. I need the deaths of others to thrive on. Maybe, if there is a way for us all to live. That form of her reminds me of the pianist. All Angela wanted was to live life. Since so, she looks like a person who's desperate to live somehow. This isn't your first time dealing with this, is it? Nope, let's do this. Here we go. Da Capo. The world's most beautiful performance. The battle lasts 5 scenes. Progresses to the next phase of scene 6. Use unique combat pages each scene. Okay, and Zembo. The start scene gain power equal to the number of other allies who can act. Oh no. Does not use combat pages. Upon becoming staggered, becomes immobilized for the duration of the phase. So I'm supposed to kill her, I guess? Let's see the page. First movement, mass summation. Prioritize 3 librarians, position the foremost. Okay, so I can do this. Protect myself. And then I can use Deep Drag. There we go. Let's see. Here I can use Smoke Prick, I guess. Yeah, Smoke Prick is good. Smoke Prick is good. Gonna use Smoke Prick on her. Gonna try defending here. Let's go with... yeah, Smoke Prick. And I'll try to defend with Smoke Blow. Gonna inhale smoke here. And I'll Smoke Smash here. Then let me see. This will be fun. Yep. Of course, why wouldn't it be? There we go. Go. Movement 1. Nice, I managed to protect. Oh, so it doesn't... Oh no, it doesn't take damage. Oh no, at least I already got the smokestacks going. Yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go. Perfect, perfect. Wait, she just doesn't take damage. Okay, that's... but does she take stagger damage? No, she does not. So I have to focus these guys here. Okay. 2 more attacks connect. Targets with fervent adoration will not act the same. Okay, smoking pipe. Smoke blow. Smoke brick here. Smoke blow here. We should take damage now, actually. Oh god, doggo. Oh my god, I know. Lila has an arch nemesis. There's no better way to put it. Okay, let's see. Ow. Yeah, still immune. There we go, kill it. Smoke. Yes, the smoke deck. Oh no, what is this? Uh-oh. We got some infighting going on. This is not good. This is the opposite of good. So I'm gonna use Laws of Sense here. And attack here. Lose Librarian for duration. Librarians have the status target random one. All characters have the gain 3 power this scene. Interesting. Yeah, Loss of Sense. And there's Loss of Sense here. No. Loss of Sense here. Let's hope for the best. Okay. Battle. Oh dear. Ouch. And this is just the first one. Okay, so I took everyone down. Fuck. Let's recover stagger. Fourth movement. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. That's... I'm sorry, guys. Apparently, there's a maintenance guy and Lila has to be locked in with us. So it's gonna get a little bit noisy, not gonna lie. can do this and nothing else. No good. Okay, so technically I can do this plus this, then this plus this. Does this work? I hope so. Okay, go. Oh, Jesus. Staggered. Almost dead. Okay. Oh well. Still locked, huh? Finale. Target has fervent aberration. Stagger then. Okay. Smoke pipe. Exhale smoke. Here. No, maybe I can actually do something. Fresh fillet. Mesh, inflict smoke. Test run. And flash fillet. Okay, go. Okay, our... Oh, I see, I see. Yana's fifth movement approaches. Fragment... Why am I still stunned? What happened to Elsa? It seems the cold bothered her anyways. Okay, let's try this. I mean, you did read the effect. Look, reading and paying attention are two very different things. Ow. Here we go. The fifth movement hit you and had certain effect with staggered. Elsa was not staggered. Ah, I see, I see. She got staggered like 5. Oh. Interesting. Anyways, I need to generate smoke. So, smoke blow it is. Break. Go. No penetrate for me today, thank you very much. Am I getting attacked? No. Then I don't care about the effect. I can stop it here. Gain some smoke. And use smoke smash. Here. Go! Nice. Ow. There we go. Ha! Smoking! Ha! Okay. Token of friendship would be very good. Aroma, stagger damage, inflict feeble and disarm. Yeah, I'm gonna go with space changing on this one. Trying to keep my team alive now. Fresh fillet. I mean flash fillet. My bad. I need my draw card. Where's my draw card? Smoke smash. Go. There we go. I think he wanted to keep enlightenment for specific attacks if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure the librarian had enlightenment to take damage from specific attack. Or just stagger the normal. Yeah. Sometimes the simplest strategy is the most effective one. Let me see. Universe of Two. Our galaxy. This is Space Changes form. Start of a scene. If an alien suspended animation, switch into crying mode. If not, switch to healing mode. The character into crying mode. At the start of a scene, use a mass attack page. Healing mode, start a scene, restart HP of other allies. After other allies have died, lose HP and become staggered. Become targetable afterwards. So I have to kill everyone. As quickly as humanly possible. Right. I mean, I'll try. Yeah, I'll just do flash fillet here. Smoke brick. Block this here. Guess I'm gonna smoke smash here. Test run. Plus flash fillet. Go. Oh, they die easy, actually. Maybe? Guess I kinda got lucky. Whoa. One down. Don't leave me. HP does not go below 1. Upon taking little damage, enter a state of suspense animation next 2 scenes. Recover 70% of max HP when waking up from status. If allies excluding Angela have 1 HP at the start of the scene, die. Okay, so now I have to kill the other 2. That's the minigame. Got it. go. Smash. Go prick. Lots of senses. Go. Holy crap. Alright. Yeah, let me draw the cards. Okay. Smoking pipe. Target has 7 or more. Draw 2 pages. Here we go. Finally, I can draw. Inhale smoke here. Run. Flash fillet. We're here. There we go. Go! Oof. Stay down. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well. Gonna knock you back down. Back here. Vapor. And go. Ouch. Staggered. Okay, here we go. Difficulty curve go right. I'm gonna do this plus this. If I don't die, that's enough. If I don't die. Go. Ow. That's not good. Come on. There we go. Almost. I wish I could redirect that. Honestly, best game fight ever. This game like actually makes you work for it. Yes. That is true. Guidance. me. Another one bit the dust. Please attack the other one. No. Ah. I'm not winning this. Ah, Pack of Pain. I'm dead. Yeah, I am dead. Am I gonna die? Thank you forever. Thank you very much forever. Crap. Honestly, best card. Yes, yes. So for context, I was looking at my tabs and I saw YouTube with me learning some D&D lore and reminded me of this. Do you mind if I share it? No, no, go ahead. I usually dead. Rick. Oh my god, I can actually do something to her. And I can't do a whole lot. Okay, that's enough. Oh no, she's become pleasure. So, in the Forgotten Realms official D&D setting, in which 5 ebooks take place, there's a deity named Moradin. He is the deity of dwarves and creation. So many dices! Are we making it through, guys? No. Just no. We are dead. So dead. My god, how dead we are. Go. But who knows? Maybe there's hope. Oh god. Here we go. Oh, it's glowing. That's not good. Oh no. Pleasure? Hello? What is this nonsense? Time for headburst. Gain power equal to the number of pleasure cards. Oh no! This is what being in danger looks like. Okay, let's see, can we counter this? Holy crap! Stop shaking so much! Can you... like, stop? My god. She is very happy, yes. Oh, she paralyzed me. Oh no, I'm untargetable. Okay, okay, okay. That's not too bad. That's actually ideal if you think about it. He is, however, the dead. Come on. I'm untargetable. Nah, 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 nah. Can't hit me. Thank God. Hold up. Let's charge up as much smoke as possible. So I go from 2 to 9. Technically, that means I can gain the bonuses. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, I can't win. So Moradin and his very powerful anvil can he land to the mortals to then create stuff with them. There's a very long lineup to use his anvil. Makes sense, makes sense. How did this work again? This character attacks only do stagger damage. Oh yeah, that's right, stagger. Grants his opponent on takes damage librarian with the Laurel Red status. Wait, I don't have the Laurel Red status. Okay then. As I'm staggering people today. Go. Now Moradin hates idleness, so if you see someone not actively creating or doing something, one of the things he does sometimes transform you into a dwarf using his anvil. And also using his anvil sends you to a world where all dwarves who need help. He literally isekais people as dwarves. Huh! Nah, I think I read them all. Also, I'm so gonna die. I have the Laurel route, so technically I can attack her. However, am I gonna be able to do anything really? Ow. 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 That reminds me, there's actually a passive... I'm locked. Okay, I'm locked. I'm just dead. Space Shinji took too much out of me. Oh no. Oh no, I'm sorry guys, I got cornered. Just one left. Not enough. Oh my god, okay. Let me think. I'm lacking power. I'm lacking power. I need to do invitations. I did very well, I agree, but not enough. Not enough power. So let's pick one. Do I try to fight Gebura? Should I try to fight Gebura? I kinda want to. I can try to fight Gebra, or I can see what's hidden here. Or even here. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this. These guys beat my ass last time, and I kinda want to pay back. I want to pay back. Yeah, so this is the Emo Association. I already tried to face them once, that's why I'm skipping the story. So, let me see. If I'm not mistaken... How do I... Hold up. No. How do I see the pages? Now that I think about it. Aren't I supposed to see the pages here? Manual... Option library, no. It's not here. Hold up, I can just leave, right? Yeah, I can just leave. Now let's see... Eco page, here we go, now we can see it. Magic bullets, synchronize, replace combat page with unique ones. Deck in hand return to normal once status is disabled. Cannot be used with other synchronized ego or ego manifestations. So it changes the page to something else. Basically. Okay, let's beat the crap out of these guys. Skip. I want blood. So let's see, we got a bunch of fodder enemies. Yeah. Let's see, gonna go with Bayonet. Oh, I can even use... But I think I'm just gonna gather resources this turn. Not gonna do more than what I need. Oh, I can do this. This is gonna be interesting. An attack here. And do I do the switcheroo? Gonna draw 4 cards next turn, recover. Yeah, that's for the best. This is for the best. Shock round, reload. 5. And Ferrous Guard as lower attack. And the Ferrous Guard here. And I'm gonna attack here. Go! Come on. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Still Knuckles. Okay, so 2 are almost dead. Blunt attack, inflict blind paralysis. Let's go with this one. So I can go ahead and execute their contract. Stop this one here. Gonna block this attack here, and gonna steal Knuckles here. Gonna give you this. And reload here. For you. Shock round here. And I'll even throw in a suppressing shot too. Let's do Bayonet Combat here. And shock round here. Go! Oh, they're stunned. Almost. Now they're stunned. Good. Nice. Whoop. Come on. Did Kiba remember to read the card lunatic? Yep. I almost forgot, but I remembered last second. Ow, ow. Okay, so one of theirs is down, one of theirs is almost dead. I got one of mine stunned. I'm gonna have to block that attack. It's a 2. That's not too hard to block, luckily enough. And just block it here. See. Try to repel the attack here. Or, even better, I just shoot the guy in the head. That also works. Usually pretty well, might I add. Speaking of shooting people in the head, as for you, I can block you here. And that's that. Okay, go. No. There we go. Get staggered. Oh, still alive. Okay, they died to bleed. It was kinda impressive until it stopped being impressive. Whoa. There we go. Every 3 clash wins restores. Let's do this. Ding 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 ding. This is pretty much a death sentence if I'm not mistaken. And just do this here. Block this here. And over here we can do... Yeah, I'm gonna focus the guy. Go. Staggered. No damage for me this turn. Holy crap, 2 life. Now it's dead. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay, now I need to lay low, actually. If I'm gonna lay low, I'm gonna attack here. Attack these two. Discipline time. Can do shock rounds and suppressing shot even. Go! Okay, that one's dead. You're dead too. There we go, there we go, there we go. Ah. Another one bites the dust. Alright, time to beat these guys. This time, I'm gonna get every single one of their cards. Go. Sturdy defense from... Weird, attacking with sturdy defense. Okay. So... it seems like he really can't... Well, I'm just gonna attack here. Attack here. This guy doesn't die easy if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, I remember the trick of this. I remember the trick. Basically, I have to focus one at a time, because whenever their emotion level rises, they just regain health. Which is super annoying. So this is what I have to do basically. Load plus reload. I'm gonna block this one. Then I'm gonna block you. Go. Come on. Oh, ow. Ouch. Get stunned. Okay, okay, frontal assault's not too bad. Let me finish him. Come on. There we go. Be gone and be dead. Nope. Yeah. Here we go, here we go. Okay, this is how we're gonna win. This is how we're gonna win. Offensive dice, gaining against enemies low speed, situational. Extra damage. Who should yield the extra damage? I think I'm gonna go with you. Oh, hello. Hello. Let's see. This is mass hit though. Kinda have to take this one though. I really wanted this, but we're gonna use this for now. Okay. Don't have many interesting pages. That's okay. We got Grinder. Back to normal pages. I'm gonna use you. And you. See. I got 4 ammo if I'm not mistaken. think I'm gonna focus here. Yeah, let's just focus the boss. We can block these for the sake of blocking. But that's it. Then I'm gonna focus fire here. And reload. I'm gonna try to diversify a little bit. Let's go. Holy crap. Am I hitting? I think I'm not hitting. Yeah, I managed to hit once. Okay. Wait, can you use multiple ego pages? No, the button only switches to the ego pages. Technically I can if I have multiple enabled, but I need to raise the emotion level enough for it to happen. Because I can only pick one ego page at a time, but after I reach a certain emotion threshold, new pages become available, but I still get the old ones. Let me see, this isn't the exact floor for this, because I had a floor that was all about manipulating maximum emotions in order to enable the ego pages. We might see a new ego page here, though. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one. Let's see. Harmony pretty much kills anything. Let's try Magic Bullet. Let's see. See? There's a recharge page, but it's here. Let's see what happens with Magic Bullet. Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm supposed to focus. Let's focus. Enter stop here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bayonet combat this guy and reload right here. You're next. Go. Shock round. Plus class and respect here. Go. Come on. Abnormality becomes me. I got an achievement. Ow. Or yes, odd. There you go. There though. Ow. No! Time for vengeance. Okay, so it seems I've become the sniper. Check this shit out. I got the pages from the battle. Oh my god. They're all AoE. Let. Screw you, opponent. Oh wow, that is cool. That is so freaking cool. I am the boss. Holy moly, that is so cool. I am impressed. I love this sort of stuff. And now my speed die are 7 because it's a 7th bullet. Dude, that's so freaking cool. That is actually super cool. Go. Oh, they're dodging. They're good. What does the ego page refresh does? Even if it refreshes, or is it a once per battle thing? Apparently, you can get out of the gunman state if you don't want to keep it. There's this synchronization. I can also just... I can turn more people into the marksman, actually. Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow, that is actually so cool. That is so cool. This is so cool. Imagine if I had a bunch of speed die. Yeah, it does refresh, exactly. Exactly, lunatic. Bayonet combat. There you go. He's dead. Bye-bye. Everyone becomes gun. Exactly. That's so cool, actually. Holy crap. This game. And the Leo Association is down. Yep. This is how it was bound to end, I guess. I'm not sure I understand. The things people must do in order to secure the joys of ordinary lives, people mindsets when they do such works, the reason your attitude had suddenly changed when you had no problem laughing off the deaths of numerous other people in the city who were no different from them. And most of all, the reason I can't understand all of this. There's nothing I can do about the misfortunes of others. I just learned to lightly brush off the tragedies I can't do anything to help with. Laughing things off is the only way to stay sane in the city. Still can't help but laugh at the bitter laugh about matters I should take responsibility for, though. Well, I suppose dwelling on a problem without conclusion would be considered straggling yourself. I'll admit it, I got too emotional this time. I never meant to say you're unworthy of to gain freedom or anything, Angela. That's that, and this is this. I know, but you or I are marrying Benny once. My words were too harsh too. Alright, we cool. Let's just slide. Fighting each other won't do us any good. Except for habilitating ego pages, but you know. Let me see, how much time do we have? I think we have time for one attempt. Let me just see if I can burn something here. Book of May, Book of Lowell, and Section 2. Man, I'm gonna have to grind these fuckers, aren't I? Don't forget there's the VTuber playcast today. I didn't get the pursuit. Okay. Anyways. So let me try. I'm gonna try to do a quick one then. One we already had, so I don't have to do any reading. Let's try to fight Gebura. Oh, but first. Oh, I can actually... Oh, never mind, never mind. Anyways, whatever. Fight Gebra, fight Gebra. Sent invitation. Skip. Yeah, I can do Bina, but I'm not sure he is necessarily powerful enough. I can, however, take... You know what? No, this is fine. This is actually fine. This is actually fine. We're gonna do... Oh. Seems I stolen a few sweets, huh? Oops. Just gonna go ahead and change Neville's suite. There we go. And yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I have a strategy that I want to try. That's called stacking every single bleed under the sun in order to win. I know. Pretty complex. I know. But you know, what works. Now where is it? Eh? I'm looking for a golden page. No, not Hanafuda's. Why can't I change? Oh well, whatever. Let's go. Pina is the only lead librarian you can use here. Sorry, Pina and Gebura. So good luck with that. Thank you. So here we go. Speed dice 6. We can do some extra damage. Raise the grass. Skull. Let's see if we can. Gonna do this and then recover. Acupuncture plus mango. Let's go. Oh god. There we go. Let's stack those bleeds. And some burning too. Wait, all? Infinite? I don't remember she could do that. Oh well. She can do a lot. Stiletto won't do me any good right now, so I'm gonna go with this one, and I can't prod weakness, but I can try to extract fuel. Now, once again, I will puncture plus mango. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the hit in my face here. And go. damage. Stacking fire damage too. Incoming, 12 bleed damage next turn. Oh, 18. Nice. Huh. Let's go with this one. Holy crap. Okay. Just gonna do that. Do this, close this. Maybe I can contest text it, I think. No. I can do this. Oh, I'm gonna get destroyed here, aren't I? Well, let's go. Ooh. Come on. Get some bleed going. She's gonna get stunned, but not really. Okay, now things get interesting. Gabriel goes into the Ultra Destruction mode before he can get an Eagle page, right? Yeah. There she goes. There she goes. There she goes. Yeah, go. This is so cool, but also so unfair. Blah. Good news, everyone! I survived it somehow. Okay, target loses 3 lights, red eyes. Flicks 3 bind feeble on his arm. Go. Can I survive long enough to raise my arm? That is the question. Go. Yep, dead. Pain. Okay, I think the stream might end the exact same way it did last time, with me dying. But, hey, let's be a little bit optimistic, shall we? Let's try this floor. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe something magical will happen and I will be able to survive. Who knows? Could happen. Could happen. It's not going to, but could happen. I'm gonna gain smoke and inflict smoke. Yeah, no. This is where we're going, but... There you go. Gonna go ahead and inhale smoke. Then... Maybe I can... Smokes... Has to be smoke smash. Has to be smoke smash. Go. Ow. Come on. Come on. Okay, so here it comes. Interesting. Yeah, this is the AoE. There's nothing I can do about that, huh? Okay, so back here. Okay, so I can flash fillet. Let's see what happens. God. Jesus Christ. Did I just get completely opened? I did. There is no tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm dead. That was beautiful, also scary. My freaking god. This is too much. This is too much. Yeah, guess we're done. Holy smokes. Yeah. Okay, so my last chance lies here. Okay. See. This plus this. 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 Plus. This. And here. I don't know. Go! Come on. Come on. Yeah, and now I die. This is almost depressing. Oh, oh, low on light, are we? Huh. Maybe I have an opening. Just maybe. Hello there. Hello there. Is this my time to shine? Go! Uh-oh. Oof. Oof. Okay, still alive. Still alive. My god. Who can deal the most damage? I'm gonna have to bet on you. Okay. Apparently we have a chance. We do have a chance, actually. Very much dead after that, though. So I don't really know what to do. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I'm gonna load what I can. Come on. Come on. Hey Lux, welcome! Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? We won! Whoa! Just in time to see me beat Gebura. Welcome, welcome everyone. Whew. Holy crap. Hey Kay! Welcome to the raid. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god. How are you doing today? Welcome everyone. Let me do the shoutouts. Yes! Your raid helped, gave me strength to defeat this freaking boss. Only 4? Come on! Come on! Come on! Hold up. Oh, thank you for the shout out, Momochi. Thank you. With form. Here, let me go back to normal. Oop. Welcome, Raiders. Playing Library of Ruina. Will I be rich soon? Ask again later. That big red sword and the clothes the Red Mills was wielding were eagle, right? As far as I know, the Crimson Sword was a prototype eagle that was luckily extracted. It could only be created through someone's gruesome death. Only Kali could wield it properly. And her coat? That was the Red Mist's own ego, manifested from Kali herself. Hey Kay! Doing good, just played some Rock and Stone with Lux. What's that game like? What is that? I never heard of it. That's how powerful manifested ego is. That might flip over the whole food chain of the city. You probably should realize it by now, but not all ego have equal amounts of strength. Rather, it's more accurate to say that few people can draw as much power from ego as Kali could. Really fun mining shooting game. Is this redeem spell supposed to mean balls no jutsu? No. No. Deep Rock Electric is very fun, but it's first person. Ah, I see. Yeah, being first person is a problem for me. Man, there are so many good first person games that I can play. In terms of purity alone, the sword she used it to wield was noticeably low quality, considering it was a prototype. Damn, that was supposed to be low quality? So, do you get the picture now? About the whole relationship between distortion, ego, and abnormalities? Yes, I'm finally starting to see it clearly. Originally, the light that radiated during the event, known as the White Nights and Dark Days, should have shone over the city for 7 days straight, not 3. Also, King, are you ever gonna play Lobotomy Corp again? I'm wondering, had it happened, every person in the city would have been able to manifest their own ego, giving them the strength to avoid meaningless deaths, regardless of wealth or social status. They would have earned the power to challenge the world. It may have been possible for some to lose ego they manifested, but no one would have been taken over by their own ego and become abnormalities. Then the distortion is, the plan was throttled because of me, which is why the light could only radiate for 3 days. An unstable power was spread as a result, incubating other possibilities. Abnormalities manifested through the distortion are selves that have lost control. They were consumed by their own ego, so to speak. After all, there's a fine line between ego and abnormality. What's the prerequisite for these phenomena, ego and distortion? Only those who strive to accomplish what they sincerely desire, unbound by any obstacle, will be able to manifest and wield the power. However, if the endeavor ends in frustration, or is faced with such despair that one ego is shaken, their emotions twisted to an unbearable degree, the distortion seems to arise from the overwhelmed self. The stronger and purer the desire is, the greater the distortion becomes. That's my speculation so far. Something doesn't line up. There's gotta be tons of folks in the city who give up their dreams and fall to despair. If what you're saying is correct, the city should be crowded with abnormalities and ego bearers by now. Didn't I make it clear? It only manifests on those who pursue their own sincere desires. That makes more sense. There's next to no one in the city who dreams for themselves. Most live with a comfortable, conformist mindset, or just avoid misfortune in their lives, rather than chasing after their own happiness. Be it wings, syndicates, or fixers, people are all headed to a destination they probably didn't set themselves. The power will only be granted to selfish beings who live strictly for their own good. Egoists, as some may say. Well, I like this outcome better than having unworthy scum gain power they don't deserve. So you sabotaged the plan knowing that would happen? No way, I simply didn't want to die, I wanted to live. I wanted to take my revenge. That is all there was to it. I was meant to be shut down at the end of the plan. It galled me so much, so I stole the light and embraced it. Because the light I'd taken for myself wasn't quite whole, I got myself trapped in this library I created, along with the abnormalities, funnily enough. The orders ingrained into my robotic body have disallowed me from leaving here. If that's the case, you've been collecting books using the invitation for... It is to retrieve the light that was scattered across the city. You likely must have noticed how something is different about the guests that come out here. True, they had dreams of some sort, like city folk I've known. They were kinda easily carried away by affection or friendship too. It is because they were influenced by the light, strongly at that. You mean they were closer to the pillar of light? Not quite. The same seed of light was planted in the heart of every person, but some have greater potential to grow it, to be more powerful than others. And the invitation has been calling them over, here, at the moment they need it the most. As we scrape together the incomplete fragments of the light, I look forward to obtaining a book at the end of the road, guided by the invitation. The one book holding the power to complete, undivided light. It will be the book that will give freedom to me and all the librarians that reside here. It will let me live as a human. I won't have to bear with others dictating me to behave as a machine anymore. I will be able to forget things I want to erase from my memory. Guess you're not feeling any kind of responsibility or guilt for what you've done and are going to try and reach that goal. Of course not. I have to seize everything with my own two hands. I can't expect anyone else to do it for me. I'm going to cherish what is mine and only mine as I live my life. It is precisely as I said before, Roland. Everyone has their share of personal affairs and woes. The bereaved have no one but themselves to blame. Solely for yourself, huh? Whoa! Oh, wait. Bina? Really? I can play with you finally. Freak yeah. He has a unique base too. Oh, and he's pretty powerful. Or she. Let me take a closer look. Day. I'm going with Day. Alright, so... let's burn some books, let me see what I got. And I think that's all the time we have for today, everyone. Because there is this huge black cloud on top of my head. And it's gonna rain pretty soon. But before we do, let me see this. Let me see this. I enabled the red mist. But not the page. Crap. I'm gonna have to grind you, aren't I? Oh god. Yeah, red mist books. Fate or more damage was dealt with this page, draw one page and reduce the cost of all other upstanding slashes by 1. That's pretty amazing. If fate or more damage was dealt to this page, restore 2 light. Ah, that's the... Whoa, lots of bleed too. If target's defeated or staggered, use this page again on a random enemy. This is scary. This is scary. Gain strain that scene. These skills are scary. 8 or more damage, draw 1 page and reduce the cost of all other spears by 1. This deck is all about ramping up. Bad news, man. You need to redo to get the red mist page. I figured. You know what? Since I'm gonna have to redo it anyway, I'm gonna burn the final book. Go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. High roll, high roll, high roll, high roll, high roll. Go, gotcha. Gotcha. Ha. Wanna know a fun fact? Tell me, tell me. Legendary. This page is legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Can only become equipped. Only Gabriel can equip this. Unique ego becomes accessible. At emotion level 4 or above, combat page manifest ego is added to hand. If Gabriel kills the red mist, she gets a unique helmet piece only she can equip. I'm doing this. I am so doing this. God damn, I'm doing this. Jesus. Gain counter die at combat start. Choose a speed dice with the lowest value. That speed value of the dice changes to the maximum possible value. Is that why it had the infinite? Oh my god, I actually get this? That's so cool. And the helmet is the red mist has over her head during cycle mode. Oh my god. I wanna try this out so much. But we don't have time. We don't have time. I still gonna have another stream today. It's like, let me count. We are 3, 4, 7, 2 hours, 2.5 hours from now. I'm gonna have a collab stream where we're gonna play some random games on the Switch, alright? Also, I suggest to check Bina. and see what her page and combat pages do. Yeah. So, don't worry, Circun Shade. I will. Thank you for the string keep. I love it a lot. Thank you, Lunatic. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. This was a ride. This was a real ride. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Also, good news. Pinnock and Nigel fight. Yes, I saw that. That seems pretty cool, too. Can't wait. There's so much to test out in this game, and I love it so much. So, we're gonna pass the baton on. Let's see who should we raid today. Who shall be raided? I'm gonna raid. Let's see. You know what? There's a ninja playing Metal Gear Rising, and I can respect that. Let's go there. Let's go there. So, I'm gonna raid Shinobishi. And thank you very much for joining me today, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and stay awesome, alright? Bye bye, everyone. Catch you guys next time. Bye bye.